We're recording. All right. I think we're good.
Hello.
I think we're good. It's No Gaming Scientist. I'm Connor.
Hello.
That's John. It is Monday, January 20th, 2025 when we're recording. MLK Day and nothing else. So, moving on. The red lipstick murder. Yeah, so now we are continuing in, I believe we might actually be in the first homicide desk, right?
Have we been moved to? I think actually, yeah, I think we might have.
Well, that concluded a chapter of the game, like a section of the game in the last one.
I believe you.
That really long one. So.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Clyde Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early
Get
retirement.
this over before lunch.
We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee
Oh, it's
drink
your
at
new
the
partner.
Arms to quench the mighty thirst.
Right.
A man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps.
But you weren't in burglary.
You're in the major leagues now, Sonny.
What are we talking
Rusty
about?
Galloway, the fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his
Unless burglary fell under traffic cops in
Your
this
first case is the murder of a
In
woman
this world.
found last
in this
night at
department
Noire.
and world, because who knows how real that
Get
is.
out to the
I don't
scene,
know.
lads.
You know what? I'm putting a different outfit on. There we go. I actually need to. So I didn't realize that these actually do things for you.
I don't think I ever.
So this one actually does things for you.
changed them.
And this thing does. So apparently you do better with the Colt and the Grand. These don't do
Okay.
anything. These first few are just aesthetic. But
You have the address.
Been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale. Isn't he the cop that won a medal for solving all those cases?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
the case notes that you don't yet have.
What happened to Rose?
So,
Wants the chief's
if I
job.
remember
Yeah.
correctly, having them drive is like a form of fast travel, essentially.
Yeah, it just
Does that leave
it
you, Galloway?
Like this is like
Leaves me
the
sad,
loading,
chump
hiding the
like
loading screen,
yourself.
probably this
I
part.
didn't ask you, I want you to
yeah,
think
probably. It
yourself.
also allows them to do this
See if you can learn something about seeing how a
conversation
real cop
still,
operates.
because
Yeah.
you'll have this
What do
conversation
you
while
mean by the
driving,
werewolf?
Mhm.
Down,
and then it usually ends a bit
Daily
before you
News
get to
came
your
out calling
destination.
him a
So this
werewolf.
allows them to
Hammer came up with the
have the
black
conversation, and as soon as it's over,
Closer to catching him?
Not a
Mhm.
chance.
yeah.
6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads, and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't.
My
90%
understanding
of murders are
from
domestic.
everything I've read and like heard about the Black Dahlia murder is it was probably her father, if I recall correctly, and like
But cutting someone in
it
half
just
and
got so
leaving them on
mucked up with
sidewalk,
the
press nonsense, and like
Why so
Yeah.
many women this year?
now we just constantly
you should know
navel
that.
gaze about it
Guy gets to kill people every day
80 years
comes
later for
home,
really no good
expects to
reason.
take lip from his wife. What do you think's gonna happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
That's how I feel about a lot of those cases, though. It's like there's so many of these cases that like are cold or nearly cold, and like we're not gonna learn anything new about them at this point until like someone dies and like has some evidence in their possession that just suddenly turns up. But like we endlessly
Yeah.
make documentaries about them.
Another tramp, another
Yeah, it reminds me of.
the werewolf back in business,
Whoa,
boys?
buddy.
You have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a
That's
face later.
frightening. That's where the tech is a little bit awkward.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
You're used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
That smile was frightening, though, I will say.
Yeah.
I might have to blur that.
Yep. Time to tutorialize that. Or learn a tutorial on that.
Mr. Beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane.
It's a matter of time anyway.
Neighborhood,
I knew there would be something in one of these days that I'd have to figure out.
nothing like this.
We'll just...
It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, detective.
No one's disturbed the body.
No, sir. We cleared out
And
them
I don't
vulture
remember
reporters
if I
flickering the
played
corner
this
of work.
one.
They're waiting to talk to you.
Like
Go
this
house to house
particular
and see what
case.
you come up with.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8.
Size 8
Finger
shoe
lifted
prints.
impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
Cool. We're going to walk around a bit first.
Okay.
That's not relevant. Yeah, if you find anything, send it to me. I can handle the doing, but if you're looking right now, and I will.
Yeah. I'm just pulling up this case for trivia stuff.
Looks brand new. Can't be
Ah,
the one used on the body.
Cartel's Classic Carmine. I like how that's the only useful thing in the purse, Cole.
So this is
I don't think this is relevant. I can't.
case or highly influenced by a real case, or a real murder at the very least, of Jean French, who was a 45-year-old army nurse. Who was discovered similarly
Looks like
to
some
the
kind
one
of
in this
puzzle or
case,
parlor game.
stomped to death early on the morning of February 10th, 1947. Wait. That's... Yeah, wait. Hold on.
No, it's...
There you go. I was like, that's North and South America. There you go. And then the bottom. Very bottom.
I can't
Oh.
go to the bottom.
Oh, that's dumb. Oh, that makes sense at the same time, but dumb.
It does, actually, when you think about it.
The Bomba Club.
Property of the
Why
Bumba
not a
Club.
typical lighter?
These, like, novelty lighters are so cool, though. There's some really neat
Dude.
ones.
There's a really big, like, and maybe you know of it because you lived there at some point. But in Modesto, there's like a really big thrift store type of vibe. Big, it's called Mad Monk, I think. It's
Okay.
like this giant thrift store, and I'm like, I want to go there one day.
I don't know if it was there when I was a kid or not. I could be wrong, though.
Okay, it's
Oh,
it's
no,
right
no.
on the 99.
Oh, no. We're talking about Rasputin. Oh, it used to be called Rasputin, I think. Rasputin's Records or something like that.
Okay.
I think, because I think that's what it's referring to. I think they might have changed their branding at some point.
Probably, because when I looked at that logo, I'm like, that looks like Rasputin.
Yeah, it used to be called. It used to be explicitly called Rasputin. I want to talk to
Has
this
the
guy
scene been
first.
secured? Patrolman Houlihan saw to it. The victim's personal effects are still where they fell.
Yeah, and they used to have 2 locations in town, I think. Yeah, we're gonna have to do
Okay.
some. We're gonna have to.
She has been badly stomped.
But there's one on.
Official. I'll know for sure in it.
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball
No,
bat to a lug.
fuck it. Since I don't live there,
I'll
I
have
can
more
give
details
streets and
after the
stuff, and
autopsy.
it's not where I live or anything. Sisk along the freeway.
Yeah, it's like right along the freeway, right before like the mall,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, I almost went there when I drove up there, but I wanted to get back at a reasonable hour.
What about this wound on the finger?
Something
Missing
removed, a ring most
jewelry.
likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Okay, can I back out of this, Phelps?
Oh, you're gonna have so much fun.
Interesting.
blurring
Boring.
all this.
Yeah, it's like
writing on the victim mean?
It's gonna be
BD, like Dahlia?
fun. Might be the wrong word, but we'll get there, and it'll be good
I
experience.
mean, it'll be a meaningful exercise. Is more
Yeah,
what I mean.
yeah.
Like it'll be
Either way,
good,
I'll run
good
tests
for
on the
us.
lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
Can we get to the bomba?
Yeah. Here's the thing, though.
Thursday.
The tech here, sometimes it looks amazing, and then sometimes it looks like not great.
The guys, the reporter's smile. Also, I like when like sometimes I can step over that flawlessly, and sometimes he just walks into it like an idiot. I think I still have a clue somewhere, don't I? No, that's the same clue I had. I've already seen that shoe print. No. Oh, there we go.
This isn't what we're looking for.
Oh, Cole.
Optimistic, Cole.
Okay. I do enjoy it because like everything seems like just as arbitrary as anything else, and yet one thing is like, oh, here's a lipstick container to look at, and like, why is that? Why did that jump out to you? I might have missed something here. No. I think they actually do have a case in the game where they have someone like stuck something in someone's mouth, and I can't remember what serial killer that was. Like a note, which gets replicated in every crime drama imaginable.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm missing something, but I don't know where. Because the audio didn't chime on me. Thanks, Cole. See, a cigarette doesn't mean anything. He yelled at me last time when I picked it up, so... Oh, well, we're going to move on. Where's my partner at? Where the hell did my partner go?
Is the music playing still?
Yeah, so I'm missing something, but where?
Can we discuss this later?
I got the globe. I inspected the body, but I didn't see anything.
Did you look at the purse?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, let me look at it again, but I think we got everything out of the purse that I could.
Did you look at the hairbrush?
I did, but it didn't do anything for me.
Well, could you rotate that thing?
Let me rotate it again, because I thought I did, but it wasn't. Yeah, it's not doing any more than that.
But I feel like the little lipstick type thing, it may have, I don't know, that feels like it's indicating you could rotate it to look at it better.
Oh, no, I did. It did once. And it, like, got me
Can you
some
press
clue.
X? Oh, you did already. Okay.
Yeah, it got me a clue, but otherwise it's not. So
Does the vibration go through your controller?
Yeah.
Okay. I know it vibrates too when you're like on the right track to like manipulating something.
I might need to make sure it's on the game too, but yeah, so there's the lipstick one. Cartel Classic Carmine lipstick unused, found in victim's handbag.
Okay.
Yeah.
You looked at the body much as you can.
I'll do it one more time and give myself more work.
Head. You checked abdomen. Have you checked the head?
Yeah. But it doesn't like do anything else.
Arms. Do the whole thing.
Find anything interesting?
Yeah. Yep. Nothing else
Other
there.
hand.
I got the jewelry note indication on this one already, so that's why
The
I
ring
zoomed in
note?
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
There's gotta be something else because it plays like a Zelda chime once we're done.
Yeah, I know.
I want to say it's by like the tree. Right there.
Well, he says these aren't relevant.
Junk.
Oh, really? Because that little like ding
Doesn't tell me anything.
Yeah.
tells us there's something interactable.
That's just the cigarette he says is useless. And that's
There's another-
probably...
There's an evidence marker there. Was that the shoe print?
No, that's the
Oh, it's the
globe.
globe. That's the
The
globe.
globe.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the 14? That's the shoe print. Okay.
There's my partner.
Why not follow up on the bomb?
Ideas?
I could use a belt.
What did he say? Follow up on the what?
The Bomba. He's saying let's go to the other location. The bar. The Bomba
Oh.
Club.
The crime scene's crossed out, so I don't know if that tells us we're done though. I guess so.
Yeah, let's go. Taking a lot of time doing this, so. I hate when I get to the end and it's like, you missed one clue. And I'm like, where? Where, man? I'm going to drive this time because vehicle unlocked, Nash Super. Oh, did I get in the wrong car? No, I didn't. Oh, wrong way. Let's not run through the crime scene.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Yep.
Oh, there you go. Cleared it.
This is actually, I think this car is faster than the one I was driving before. Like, it has a tighter turn radius, I think. I could be imagining it, but I think it does.
Love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. Caller of the decade. Been working evidence in BD case for 6 months and got Phelps.
I do enjoy having the, like, grumpy old man as the
Okay, hot shot.
as the passenger.
More like the werewolf comes back around, leaving us a man in the corpse.
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish.
Curious.
A guy opens his mouth.
Ooh.
I don't know why it took so long to do that. Beverly. Okay, I was just curious what the street here was.
For some opportunity.
God damn it.
Reading about the BD figures, he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastic.
Well, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monitors, but they're terrible at police.
Yeah, I kind of want to try playing Mafia 3 soon. Every time I play this, I'm like, I want to play the Godfather 2 game again. But that game is like probably so fucking old now. Oh my god.
Oof. I mean,
the Mafia 3, my understanding is it's the open world one. The other ones were kind of linear.
yeah.
It had some like kind of rough reviews, but I think it's mostly because it was just like not.
It's probably one of those like expectations versus the reality of the game.
Right. And so like people were kind of like, at $60, it's maybe not worth it, but like it's fine. I'm gonna have such a terrible vehicle damage score. I do find these games always funny because it's like it's not this hard to drive. It just always feels like way harder in a video game.
No, yeah.
Bomba Club. Oh, this looks way less nice than I thought it was going to. I forgot about.
I mean, for the 40s, it might be a decent looking establishment. Hello? Okay.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. Can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
Garrett
I'm
Mason.
a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss it.
Where's a hibiscus?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Christ. Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Jacob
She's
Henry.
regular. Celine is...
In the house, officer.
Was a
That's the spirit.
lovely woman.
I love that your partner's
Mrs.
just
Henry here with
actively
anyone
drinking
last
on the job.
At first, Celine already had quite
Yeah.
a start.
I will say
Certainly.
that's
A few gentlemen
still
were
more
married.
common than you'd be
Remember
comfortable
some
with.
cases.
But like
One guy in particular.
everywhere I've been, it's always just like back in the old days. Ew. I don't know. I don't think that's a good thing. Granted, like we live in the era where like a lot of these like tech firms got a lot of people in the door by like, we've got beer on tap all day long and stuff like that. So like, it's not like we don't live there still. Okay, I missed what he said because I was talking.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
I don't think he's lying.
I don't think so
or
either.
anything.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
Say, honey, what time did you get off raising favors?
Where's that goddamn
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
Wait, that was a big deal to get him to give it the license plate? I didn't even try. That was an achievement.
Wait,
Wild.
it was an achievement, really?
Yeah, I got an achievement for that.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring.
That's
torn from her
wild.
finger.
You didn't see it because I think that gives the achievements in game, like later on. Like it doesn't give them mid conversation, but the Steam achievement notification popped up for me.
Celine herself.
Did she
I'm
have
on
a
the
long
wiki
time
for the
to
trivia,
serve?
right? It is so slow,
Way
like
back
the
in her
site.
flying days.
Did her husband
Oh, is
buy
it?
for her?
It's just
No.
a forum. Why is it so slow?
It was before Jacob.
I don't know, but my ad blocker is not blocking some of these ads. Okay.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be
Ring.
missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life.
This man is in love with this woman.
Herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Yeah, it kind of seems that way.
Way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
Ooh. Okay.
That's a doubt, I think, because I don't have anything that would like prove anything with that. You know.
No, yeah, that seems like a doubt. His face is
I
just
think
like,
you know where the ring came from, and I think you're going to tell me.
Okay. I bought it years ago.
there we go.
Carried a torch for Celine in those days. Yes, I always have. But old man
There
never
you
knew
go,
about it.
buddy.
You know the husband?
Sure, I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. Put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
I don't like the way he answered that, but what do you think? Doubt?
I lean towards doubt.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
It can't be a lie.
We don't have evidence, so
Yeah.
I do kind of agree that the remake, the refresh with like putting accused. I forgot I could get to a transcript. I'll have to remember this. I agree that the remake doing
good cop bad cop thing.
accused. I like accused. I don't like good cop bad cop. I think truth lie or truth and doubt makes sense, but accused probably should be replaced. Should be accused, not lie, because it's not entirely clear until you play the game for a bit how that works.
I rang him up, asked him to come pick her up like you did, but he refused. She picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Sam is taking me to Palm Springs for the weekend.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
That's one thing I want to try to do is you were talking about using a Raspberry Pi to make a digital calendar or something. I kind of want to get one to make to look at making an offline like digital assistant type device. Because the reality is you try to buy anything off the market and it's like everyone wants connectivity, and I'm like, no, I'm looking for something that I can connect to a computer and add things to, but I'm not, it itself doesn't get access.
Right.
And it's like relatively decent size, like I can still fit it in my pocket or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. I'm going to do something before I do this. Galloway, face the camera. Face the camera, man. No, you fucker. All right. Good enough. I want my thumbnail.
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instinct.
Oh, I need to actually mark my location.
Lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
Smart man might.
Oh, did you see the achievement pop up now?
As long as you're not falling over.
No, I don't think you have the setting on that it would like show me achievements.
Oh, I thought that was an in-game one, so it showed it in the right-hand corner for a second. It doesn't show those in the middle of conversations, but it shows the Steam one for me.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killing.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been easy. Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short to be alive.
My computer seems to be struggling with the people further away and
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway.
drawing
I
them.
never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. Worse than I could ever have imagined.
Calling all cars. Citizen reports. Officer needs help. Shots fired. Officer down. 6th Street and Lindley Place. 6th Street and Lindley Place.
Come
Unit
on.
handle code 3. Identify.
Oh my god. These streetcars still make me slightly envious. Just a little bit. Ooh. Let's not run headlong into the blockades, barriers,
yeah.
whatever the hell we want to call them.
Make a right, probably. So the real case that this is based on was also linked to the Black Dahlia because initials BD were also written on the real lady's body as well.
So they probably thought serial killer, but it was probably someone fucking around.
This was shortly after Elizabeth Short's murder, like a couple weeks after.
Sure. Yeah.
So they're like, oh, has to be.
Yeah. Well, and they probably were thinking serial killer, which like.
Which when was that term coined?
I don't know, but like we obviously had memory of like Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
At this point,
I'm wondering like when did it enter the common vernacular?
I do know that like it's hard to say to what extent, but like media coverage of that shit almost certainly led to like more such instances, for better or worse. It's like reporting on it kind of just like heightened the likelihood that like someone would see that stuff and like decide, hey, that's an idea.
Yeah, because so apparently the English term was used in the 70s, which is when
that makes sense.
The what we call the golden age of
the golden
serial
age
killers.
Can we find a different word? I know what you mean, but
proliferation.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. But there's the German term was coined by criminologist Ernst Gennot. My German pronunciation is gonna be bad. As Serienmörder. Oh God.
That just means serial murderer. That's all that.
Yeah.
All it means. Yeah.
Like I can see the through line here.
You kick the door down, he just meets you.
So that was apparently coined in 1930.
Probably not.
That makes sense.
And then Robert Ressler.
Also, kind of considering the time period, a little. That would have been Weimar Germany.
Yeah.
That would have been like the height of the disarray in Weimar Germany. So yay.
And then serial murderer and serial murder appear in a book in the 60s as well. So roughly 60s. And then really took off in the 80s, I think.
Oh, it's just a bowl? Why don't you let me pick up a bowl?
Immersive sim. Okay.
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
I think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit. You got another thing coming, Buster.
Okay. Oxydol. Is that just washing detergent?
I think so.
Yeah, because this looks like a washing room.
It's like OxyClean. Okay, it's just that thing.
I think that chime is for an interactable. There's a different chime for like an actual clue.
It is. Oh no! It I think it's the same chime.
Let's see. Hello.
I kicked the bucket there.
Yeah, that piano chime for an actual clue is different.
Okay.
Tiffany, the rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
Don't think this is anything.
Picture frame?
A regular Amelia Earhart per day. The ring looks distinctive.
Do you like how we discovered and then lost Amelia Earhart, from what I remember.
Wait, what?
There was a story about how they thought they had found Amelia Earhart last year, and then I think it got retracted because it was like, actually, we're not so sure anymore.
Incidental.
You're just making a mess, Connor.
I like the buckets. It's all to show like the relative tech. Like we're gonna make it so you can easily kick around these random buckets everywhere.
Yeah.
Like for what?
Yeah.
Because we can.
Okay, we got lore.
Lore. We get to see the
fire deaths are suspicious.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to.
Is this homie based on anyone? I want to know.
Are
I mean,
taking the medication I have?
you can look it up, but like I know this kind of person existed.
Oh, of course.
You know,
I'm just like
this time period. This was another one of those time periods in our history that was like highly tumultuous and confusing for a lot of people. Hollywood and LA in general being kind of a sprinting society at the time. Like, that you'd have this kind of like pseudo scientific doctor type person standing in to help.
Yeah.
So I can't tell you a specific guy, but
yeah. Oh, so the guy plays Fontaine plays Micah in Red Dead 2.
I think I saw that.
Okay. So let me look this. So he's apparently based on John Haviland's, who is another character in the novel Because the Night.
Because the Night. Which are like based on that kind of idea of like the therapist for the stars kind of person. Yeah. Do I have any other clues to find?
I mean, yeah, this is like the beginnings of like therapy.
It's also a lot of these people, like, yeah, they lived through the war. Some of them lived through both wars.
Yeah.
So.
And let's see. Yeah, this is right after Roy died, and part of it's like snake oil-ness too, you know?
Yeah. And it's one of those things where like Freud is often regarded in our culture as being completely snake oil, but he actually like had some interesting things to say.
Yeah.
And a lot of people after him like kind of just went in the
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband. Jacob could give us something to go on. One of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out.
All right, there, Galloway. We can
Don't
bottle that one up a little bit.
All right, talk to the neighbors.
Galloway, homicide, badge number 5.
Backyard, maybe? Side yard?
Oh, right here.
122 North Union.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss
Horgan? Jennifer Horgan. I've known
I'm
Celine
sorry.
for more than 10 years. Our
That would be
children work together.
that would be such a rough name to have.
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Yeah, it's not great.
No busybody, you understand, but
Of course you aren't.
been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row.
Long-suffering Jacob.
Given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about,
Her
officer?
dander.
Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered?
Murdered?
Oh, my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Okay. Did that like satisfy that little bit?
I guess so. Well, look at our objectives.
Fair. Oh,
Okay,
yeah. Yeah, there we go. Did I trace the license plate yet? I thought I did.
Well, it is the 40s, Connor. Maybe that takes a bit.
But well, fair enough.
They have to, like, literally go through pages.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
Someone ought to take him home.
Help me out.
He's loaded.
All right.
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
With my money, the broad keeps the house looking like that, so you probably deserve it.
My guy.
Skipper says bring him in. Keep the hacks off our backs.
Yeah, I know why they put this in here, because it kind of it's like everyone in society was like this, and
I always said work the evidence.
unfortunately,
The connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation.
a lot of people feel that way these days. What the fuck? Sorry, dude.
Jesus, Phelps!
Can I just do this?
That's a way to do it.
One way to do it. Oh, I like this apartment building.
Going hard. Follow my lead.
This old man is so gung-ho.
He's so fucking aggressive.
Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's...
We're going to have a look around, then we'll talk.
Oh, man.
Jesus.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
What?
No, just, like, so aggressive. All right, I'm going to run to the restroom and be right back.
I get
All right.
the slightest hint that you're a flight risk, pal.
I don't think this is going to help us.
The alcoholism illness.
You think the atmosphere's thick in here? Wait till you drive a gas chamber. He'll be back in a minute. Just sit tight.
The oldest problem there is what to do about the old lady.
Size 11s.
Not much help.
Why is it in the middle of the floor?
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I
Okay.
suppose. Look, I
don't know.
Sorry, what was the question? I just stepped back.
I don't think I have anything to
killed Celine?
prove that he's
A bar, I
lying or
suppose.
anything here.
Look, I don't know.
Let's look at our notebook at evidence.
I could try accusing him of lying and show the death threat note, which you weren't here for it, but it's one of those little. He did a little pencil thing on a pad to see the previous writing. But I don't know. I don't know if there's like enough there to like.
Where did we get the alibi from? So if the club owner calls him, that means he knew she was at the bar, right?
Oh, he knew she was. Oh. So I could lie and then show him this. I could put click lie. I think there are multiple ways to get to the same end, too, though. So we can try it. It's a video game.
You know where she went, Jacob. You're lying. Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
We know she went to the Bomber Club.
The bartender there. He calls me if things are getting out of hand, and I go and I bring her home. He called me last night. I said no. Phone rang a couple more times after that. I ignored it. I'm gonna have to live with that.
Okay.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
Okay. His face doesn't show anything super obvious.
Yeah, I don't think that was a lie or anything. Because I don't really think I have anything that, like...
What does marital problems say?
It's just, yeah.
Okay, now repeat what he said.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
Thing is, I don't know if that's the right moment to use that either.
I don't know either.
I think it's. I don't think there's anything. I don't even think it's a doubt, to be honest, either. I think it's a truth.
You don't remember what time you last saw your wife alive?
Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but right around 9.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
God.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never
Really, though.
gave up.
It was a really aggressive thing to say, but I already know how this can go, so we're doing that
I
already.
don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh?
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was
sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
We're still gonna need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get
5 hidden vehicles.
How you got fed up with your wife and how you killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
You was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your
Oh my
goddamn
God.
mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
You're
Oh,
not
God.
being rational.
What's this fuck?
Sorry. Okay. Jab. Block. I actually don't know how the combat works in this anymore. Oof. There you go.
It's not good, I'll tell you that. It always feels clunky as hell, and it's kind of jammed into the game.
I wish someone would just be like the spiritual successor to this game and just do the game as they clearly wanted to do it, if that makes sense.
No combat or
no combat,
vehicle chase scenes.
No chase scenes. Well, chase scenes are fine, but the combat, I'd rather do chase scenes on foot than in a vehicle.
Perhaps, yeah.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy.
Dude, have we been nailing the questions though this time around?
I think so.
Dude, new year, new us.
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not
New year, new us. Even though last time we played this, it was still January.
from the fractured
Yep.
ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
Okay.
All right. So we could interrogate him or go here first.
I go to the apartment.
Okay.
I feel like,
Mendez. Sound like a man who moonlights
yeah, I feel like going to.
Don't sound like a man I'd let my daughter anywhere near. Had enough time drinking.
I wonder, why would you not let your daughter near the guy, Galloway?
So that's why you never sober up.
Exactly.
She took a real pounding.
Yeah, I feel like going to the station's like just ending the case.
Oh, might be. Well, it's like with that one, with the consulate thing. It's like you could have interviewed the guy, but we didn't.
I'm not entirely sure what we would have gained, but at least it would have been a nice like little info.
Well, apparently the guy, like it makes it explicit, like the motivations for some of the stuff, and yeah.
Mendez, apartment 16.
Woo. Woo. Okay. What are we doing? Can I look at this thing? Is that what it is? Okay. 4th floor.
Here, the apartment's up on the top floor.
I have always really liked the sound of his shoes, even though I know like they're not I don't know. For some reason, I've always liked the sound of the shoes.
Whee! Let's go.
Don't bother knocking. Just kick the door in. Take a look around. It's
Why?
fine.
My guy.
Can't do that.
I mean, it's the 40s. Maybe they don't have like
They're still
reasonable search.
Yeah,
stuff.
but I think they still are supposed to get warrants technically. I know that is all, even today, is like often taken as a suggestion depending on how much they want to take their chances. But like it, like the amount of times that the wrong home or apartment is identified, like just said, like you gotta have your ducks in a row.
Doesn't appear to be connected. Not everything here.
Gold Dawn eggs. That is a wild. Is that a fridge? What is that? Or is that an? Is that like an? Oh, is that a dishwasher? Icebox, maybe. You wild. That was like a old-fashioned dishwasher or something. I like the drying rack that they have though. That's just the fucking eggs. Is there nothing in this room? Is this room just an entire like? There's just some random crap to pick up.
Yes.
Love it. These are some nice apartments.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Ah.
Circumstantial.
What?
Oh, that doesn't look circumstantial though. Jesus.
Brothers could match the color and brand of the body. Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be typed.
We have the murder weapon. Better get Pinker down here.
Why keep it? Why not throw it away?
Think these clowns are geniuses? Thank your stars you caught a break. Captain Donald will begin to like you.
Hey, what gives? LAPD, you're under arrest.
Do not lose that son of a bitch. I'll go get our wheels.
Mendez, stop right there.
There you go.
You don't need to do this, Alonzo.
And even in these, okay,
That was awkward.
yeah.
Get in and drive.
Why?
Pointless.
And a lot of it too is like it's just the controls are not. The controls are just not tight enough, either on foot or.
Case in point.
Yeah, or in the car, especially in the car, rather.
I got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch. Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
I mean, how much closer do we need to be?
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry. Give it up, LAPD.
I just like made his car do like a complete somersault. Like what the fuck? Ay, ay, ay.
I ain't seeing a goddamn thing.
I don't know
What
that
do you
I'm
mean?
gonna have to interrogate the guy.
Did a grand job, lads.
I like how they just like always show up at random crime scenes. They're like supervisor guy just shows up, whoever it is at the time.
Considering the evidence against your suspect and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe
So then he just drinks this person's random whiskey that's left behind.
Love it.
Whiskey or tequila. I think there's two different types. There's one type of whiskey and one type of tequila you see the bottles of.
Mm.
But I'm guessing the way it's being served is correctly branch every question in every interview in a single story.
Oh, those I saw. We still lost a clue.
Yeah, apparently. The suspect is in the
Hey,
bag,
but
and he did
5.
leave Jacob sweating in central lockup.
That vehicle
Cool.
damage, though.
That's actually the end of the case. I'm gonna stop recording. Bye.
Bye.